Hachette Audio presents The Incorruptibles, a true story of kingpins, crime busters, and the birth of the American Underworld. Written by Dan Slater. Read by Jonathan Todd Ross. Please see the bonus PDF. For Silas and Felix. In those days there was no king in Israel. Everyone did what was right in his own eyes. Judges chapter 21, verse 25. Author's note. Scenes and dialogue in this book are drawn from a constellation of sources. While some materials, such as archived documents and trial transcripts, were created more or less contemporaneously with the events they describe, other accounts, including memoirs and oral histories, were rendered years or decades after the fact, and are thus based on faded memory. When such narratives contain an abundance of detail, it's reasonable to assume that they may have been styled or modified by their authors for effect. I've just quoted what I found. Prologue. After midnight on July 16, 1912, a gambler and casino owner named Herman Rosenthal ate dinner alone in the Metropole Hotel in Times Square. Rosenthal, a dapper man with dark wavy hair and a strong jawline, wore the self-assured grin of someone who could handle himself on the streets of pre-war New York. Suit coat off, shirt unbuttoned at the collar, he swabbed his face with a silk handkerchief. Fans had been running all day in the hotel lobby, but the air was still oppressive, the summer of 1912 being the hottest on record. He finished his steak, walked to the entrance, and bought several newspapers. Back at his table, he read the World headline and smiled. Gambler charges police lieutenant was his partner. The piano player belted out another ragtime hit, singing, "Oh, you beautiful doll, you great big beautiful doll." As Rosenthal scanned the World piece, admiring his handiwork, a fellow gambler entered the restaurant and told Rosenthal that someone wanted to see him outside. As if this was the summons he'd been waiting for, he dabbed the corners of his mouth and slapped $1 on the table to cover the 80-cent bill. On the Metropole steps, beneath the lights of Broadway, he clutched a cigar in one hand, newspapers in the other, and waited, unaware that he'd set in motion the end of a criminal era.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?